Hello and welcome to the C-Suite of the Open Video series. My name is Omar Katagi, and joining me today is Seeman. He's the CEO of RIWI Corp. RIWI is a Canadian-based company that offers tracking surveys, predictive analytics, as well as ad testing globally. Thank you for joining me, Neil, and congratulations on listing on the TSX.
Thank you, Omar. It's a real pleasure and honor to be with you today.
So, Neil, tell us a little bit more about RIWI.
Thanks, Omar. So RIWI stands for Real-Time Interactive Worldwide Intelligence. We're a global trend tracking, predictive analytics company operating in any country in the world, selling long-term agreements and monthly subscriptions to amazing clients like BofA Securities, the United Nations, hedge funds, security clients who really need an intelligence edge to understand what consumers, citizens are thinking, doing, buying, investing, divesting from, or fearful from in any country in the world.
So what makes RIWI different from other competitors in the space? What are some of the investment highlights that you like to focus on when you're talking to investors?
Yeah, from an investment perspective, I sort of bucket it into three areas. There's your fundamentals, your sustainability, and optionality. So on fundamentals, we're talking Warren Buffett style metrics, right? High profitability for 2 years plus, high operating leverage, high margin business, strong team, strong management, tight on G&A, tight capital structure. On sustainability, long-term agreements, just announced multi-year agreements with BofA Securities, UN World Food Program, strong past performance reports from the US government where we can organically grow in our areas. Optionality is such that we can take this amazing business model, 90% plus of recurring revenues, and sort of apply it to different uses, right? So whether it's digital dialogues or ad testing in India or China, we can pivot such that because our R&D is so strong, and the costs associated with sales are pretty minor and incremental as we grow our sales.
Okay, and let's focus more on the growth opportunities. What are some of the near-term opportunities that you see for RIWI?
Yeah, there's a few. Thanks, Omar. So first is channel partner sales. So this is where we integrate our unique global data sets into data access providers, data aggregators in the finance or pharmaceutical space, so they can take our raw data, normalize it, and sell it to their clients. It's very lucrative, and we've done a number of these deals with organizations like Eagle Alpha, and there's a lot of them out there. Secondly is really growing up our private sector work, right? So taking the work that we've built and proven for the US State Department in video ad testing in many countries in the world and applying it for that multi-billion-dollar industry in the private sector where you're trying to test the effectiveness of digital ads, for example. And then there's just sales, right? So we used to be a think tank with a balance sheet, and now we've grown. Just this year, Chief Revenue Officer, many new people on sales, just driving now, currently ex-Microsoft individual driving on certain sales, former SaaS individual driving on sales. So everything about sales and integration, a huge opportunity for us. Thank you.
And finally, you recently moved your listing from the CSC to the TSX Venture. So can you talk to us a little bit more about what does it mean to be a company that's listed on the TSXV?
You know, it's a great milestone for us, and thank you, Omar. I mean, basically there's two reasons. One is access to global investors, right? So thus far we've been a really undiscovered story. People who know about us are really a subset of people who make it their living to try to discover undiscovered stories, right? So we're a global company, very few Canadian clients, we can tell our story globally. The second is kind of a bit qualitative. And I strongly believe that profitable public companies like RIWI are the route path to prosperity in this country and beyond. And it's just really beautiful to have that alignment in values with the exchange. And we can be maybe one small sliver of that Canadian prosperity story. So it's great to be part of that ecosystem.
That's great. Well, thank you very much, Neil, for joining me today. It was a pleasure chatting with you, and I look forward to see RIWI's success on the venture and hopefully graduating to the main board.
You bet. Thanks, Omar. Thank you very much.